How are you? Today I want to discuss very important topics which is very important for your examination. This is ventricular septal defect, VSD. Most common congenital heart disease is VSD. 25% of all other congenital heart disease, so it is more common. There are types, that anatomical type, physiological type, and according to size. And anatomically, ventricular septal defect may classified membranous, muscular, supracrystal, and atrioventricular canal type, that is endocardial cushion type, usually 5 to 8%, and membranous, most common type, which is 75%, and muscular 5 to 20%, and supracrystal 5 to 30%. Physiological type, restrictive type and non-restrictive type. Restrictive type defect is less than 0.5 centimeter square and it is left to right shunt. Non-restrictive type defect more than 1 centimeter square, equalization of the pressure in both ventricles. According to size, small VSD, moderate VSD and large VSD. Small VSD size is less than 5 millimeter, it is also called the Maillard-Roger, and moderate VSD 5 to 10 millimeter, and large VSD it is more than 10 millimeter. That is pathophysiology. You know, there is two atrium and two ventricle. Two atrium is separated from each other by the interatrial septum, and two ventricle separated from each other by the interventricular septum. In ventricular septal defect, there is a defect in the interventricular septum. So normally blood from right atrium passes to the right ventricle through the atrioventricular valve and goes to the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary artery during right ventricular contraction. But in ventricular septal defect, what happened? Normally there is pressure of the right ventricle is more than the right ventricle. So when left ventricle contraction occurs, blood passes from the left ventricle to the right ventricle, and along with right ventricular blood it passes through the pulmonary valve and enters into the pulmonary artery. So there is more blood passes from the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery than to the lungs, producing pulmonary congestion and give rise to recurrent respiratory infection. So pathophysiology, shunting out of blood from the left to right ventricle throughout the systole. Pansystolic murmur, producing pansystolic murmur, palpable systolic thrill, marks fast start sound. Why pansystolic murmur? Because shunting of the blood from the left to right ventricle throughout the whole systole. So it is called the pansystolic murmur, and when pansystolic murmur develops, we can palpate the thrill, which is called the murmur, and marks fast start sound. When large volume of blood passes through the normal pulmonary valve during right ventricular systole, ejection systolic murmur in the pulmonary area. When large volume of blood passes through the lungs, there is pulmonary congestion, give rise to plethoric lungs, and ultimately it gives rise to recurrent respiratory infection. When large volume of blood from the left atrium passes through the normal mitral valve, producing apical diastolic murmur and left atrial hypertrophy. Now ventricular septal defect. If QP is to QS is 1:1, shunt becomes bidirectional and give rise to cyanotic. This condition is called the Eisenmenger physiology, that is shunt is reversed. Normally shunt is left to right, but here shunt is right to left. If QP and QS less than 1.75:1, and it is usually occurs in small shunt, and normal cardiac chamber, normal pulmonary vascular bed, normal physiology. If QP is to QS more than 2:1, patient develop right ventricular hypertrophy, pulmonary hypertension, left atrial and ventricular hypertrophy. Clinical features. Clinical features depends on size of the defect, pulmonary arterial pressure, small BHD less than 5 millimeter, and usually just asymptomatic, diagnosed during routine physical examination. Signs in small BHD: normal or minimally enlarged heart, late parasternal systolic thrill, normal first heart sound and second heart sound, pansystolic murmur is loud, harsh or blowing in the lower left sternal border, no radiation, no change with respiration. In large BHD, it is more than 10 millimeter size. Symptoms: patient becomes symptomatic and usually present with feeding difficulty. In small children, such as poor feeding, interrupt feeding, take long time to finish the feed. Dyspnea on exertion or rest, easy fatigability, poor growth, that is failure to thrive, excessive perspiration, recurrent respiratory infection, and sometimes patient develop heart failure. On examination, if we do the general examination, appearance is ill looking, malnourished. If we do the vital signs, the tachypnea, tachycardia, normal blood pressure. If patient develop heart failure, JPV may be raised, patient may be develop pedal edema, and clubbing usually absent unless Eisenmenger syndrome develop. Inspection of the precordium, precordial valves, hyperdynamic precordium, and palpation, FXBG is shifted to the left and thrusting, and palpable left parasternal hip, and palpable systolic thrill, and palpable P2 in the pulmonary area if pulmonary hypertension develops. On auscultation, first heart sound and second heart sound may be normal or marked with murmur. Second heart sound P2 may be audible, and pansystolic murmur, less harsh, more blowing in the lower left sternal border. There is no radiation, no change with respiration. There is DD of pansystolic murmur, usually asked in Viva board, and sometimes it is given in the SAQ. In BHD, first sound and second heart sound normal or merged with the murmur. There is pansystolic murmur in the lower left sternal border, no radiation, no change with respiration. But in tricuspid agitation, S1, S2 is normal. There is pansystolic murmur in the lower left sternum. Pulsatile angos jugular vein, very important. Pulsatile angos jugular vein and pulsatile tender liver. And mitral regurgitation, S1, S2 normal. Also there is pansystolic murmur in the mitral area and radiation into the axilla, waist hard in left lateral position with breath holding in expiration. Investigation, chest X-ray. In small BHD, usually normal, and large BHD is gross cardiomegaly, plethoric lung field. If CCF develop, that is congestive cardiac failure develop, patient may develop pulmonary edema and sometimes pleural effusion. This is the access chest of the access chest showing the cardiomegaly and plethoric lung field. And if we do the ECG, small BHD normal, in large BHD left ventricular or right biventricular hypertrophy, left atrial hypertrophy gives rise to P mitrally, that is NOS POF, or right atrial hypertrophy gives rise to P pulmonally, peaked POF. And if we do the echo, two-dimensional confirmatory diagnosis, the defect is detect the defect. If we do the cardiac catheterization, hemodynamic study, and shunt defect may be seen. Complications: recurrent respiratory infection, failure to thrive, congestive cardiac failure, infective endocarditis, pulmonary hypertension, Eisenmenger syndrome due to reverse shunt. Treatment: goals of treatment is adequate growth, prevention of pulmonary hypertension, and to control the congestive cardiac failure. These are treatment outline. Now treatment is grouped into medical treatment, counseling the parents about the disease, its complication and prognosis. In small BSD, usually no treatment, reassures the parents, allow the child to normal life, and surgical repair is not recommended. Protection against infective endocarditis. Follow-up. Clinically, recurrent respiratory infection, failure to thrive, exercise intolerance, heart failure, palpable or audible P2, and laboratorically by X-ray, ECG and echo, the cardiomegaly, pulmonary hypertension, pulmonary stenosis, aortic regurgitation. Large BSD medical treatment, also supportive treatment, adequate nutrition, diuretics to relieve the pulmonary congestion, upload reducing agents, that is AC inhibitor, digoxin if patient develop heart failure, or if diuretics not control the symptom. Treatment of respiratory infection if heart failure if present, and prophylaxis against infective endocarditis. Surgery. Indication of timing of surgery, symptomatic ventricular septal defect, that is failure to thrive, congestive cardiac failure, cardiomegaly, poor exercise intolerance at any age cannot be controlled medically. Large BSD with pulmonary hypertension between 6 and 12 months of age, even symptoms are controlled medically. QP and QS more than 2:1 with patient of more than 2 years. Older infant with large BSD with increased pulmonary vascular resistance, and contraindication severe pulmonary vascular disease. Natural course of the BSD, that is prognosis, it is usually sometimes given in the written examination. If small BSD, spontaneous closure 30 to 50% within first to second year of life, and 80% muscular and 35% membranous. Majority before 4 years of age, and some percent in adult. Most of the small BSD remains asymptomatic without cardiomegaly or increased pulmonary pressure. Long-term risks of small BSD, infective endocarditis in adult with unoperated small BSD, exercise intolerance, arrhythmia, subaortic stenosis may develop. If large BSD, less chance to close spontaneously, 8% close spontaneously, risks in non-operated large BSD, heart failure, recurrent respiratory infection, failure to thrive, pulmonary hypertension, and infundibular pulmonary stenosis, aortic regurgitation, and Eisenmenger syndrome. Supracrustal BSD never close. So, my dear students, thank you for patient hearings, and this topic is very important for your examinations.